Hey, hi, hello.
While the flame still burns, hope remains.
Welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, everybody, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites, and hopefully add all kinds of awesome games to your backlog.
Your sanctum, adrift in this bituminous nightmare. The shackles of denial must be destroyed.
We are back here with another beginner's ride
Commonalities between the mythos of ancient
in
cultures
Darkest
was
Dungeon
not an area of
2.
study for either of us. But it was there that we first noticed the pattern.
Do me a favor, do yourself a favor, pause the video,
Crossroads, a beacon for the broken and the battered.
and grab yourself a warm beverage, coffee, tea. We're gonna take our time with this one. We're gonna try and have a nice ride on the wagon here together and continue to try and do the best job I can
A fugitive seeking to outpace the past.
explaining the different facets of this game to you in hopes that maybe you'll try it upon its release
Indiscriminate science
in May
stains the
of
surgeon's
2023, which is, my goodness, fast approaching here. So if you watched last time, we are going to run with the same crew, but I think one of the critical errors that I made was taking on that lair and trying to clear it out all the way because I was so attracted to the trinkets that we would have gotten had we been successful. That was the error of my ways, and I think that I'm going to commit a little bit more today to waiting and not going after the lair so soon. I think that we need to be a little bit more pumped up before we go and take that on. Similar to last time, I'm going to talk through the different decisions that I'm making along the way, but we're going to attempt a full run here. So right now I'm just choosing the paths that each of these characters are going to be on. It kind of determines their bonuses here, and you're opening up these paths via the meta progression system. So I am happy with the choices here for the most part. We've set up the skills that are going to be active. You can change these during the run, but you cannot change your path, so it's really critical that you choose the one that you want to stick with. All right, let's jump in the wagon. So in this opening phase,
The leaves fall, never to grow again.
I try really hard not to interrupt Wayne. He's so good. In this opening phase, we are basically on our approach to the first inn, where we can use some specialty inn items and
If you hope to save it.
calibrate things even further with our wagon. Now, this is our meta progression currency. If you recall from last time, we didn't have a great run, so we don't have a lot of it to spend.
Spare a thought for tools of iron.
Typically,
This will serve us well.
I'd come in here and I'd try and open up some combat items or some inn items, but we don't have that luxury. So I'm gonna go in here
Hearts and minds will carry the day.
and I'm gonna dump the points into the highwayman, who we are in the process of, well, upgrading fully, which this final upgrade is gonna open up a signature inn item that helps with building positive relationships with your characters. I know it all sounds like a lot, but Trust me, it's not as obtuse as it sounds.
Once more into the maelstrom, in search of what hope yet remains.
So we're off and running here. I have a full cup of decaf Pete's coffee. Nothing too fancy today. I believe the bag is called General Dickinson's, if I'm remembering right. It is a darker roast, and it's quite nice. I threw a splash of oat milk in there. So cheers to you. And like I say, we're going to try and have, well, a slightly longer run today. We're going to hope that the librarian doesn't ruin our wagon again. All right. So we've got some choices here. Either way, everybody in the crew is going to be happy with us. That's what that gold shimmer is. I'm going to choose the opportunity that comes along with the trinket chance. Let's see what we get here. Okay. So 100 plus to the flame. And then we've got a trinket that's not bad. We're going to take that, and I'm going to put it on the jester. I feel like the front two folks are the ones that end up getting the bulk of the damage in battle. And the jester is not as durable from an HP standpoint compared to Boudica that has, you know, almost double. So we'll take the opportunity to start with additional defense and pass it to our man Sarmenti here. In the meta progression area, you can buff your wagon, you can buff your starting capabilities in terms of the amount of money, well, relics and baubles, the two main resources that you're going to use to buy things along the way your journey. Boy, they're always tugging on me here with these expensive pieces for the wagon. This is a really nice one. This is going to knock out 1 point of stress after each location. You don't want stress buildup. It can lead to meltdowns. And I'll just say right now, those are bad. So we're going to buy the wind chime, you know? Hey, it's the year of Michael Jordan. You take every shot. 2023. Got to take every shot. So we're going to go with that, and that doesn't leave much cash left. I'd like to leave a little bit for the inn just to see what's on offer there. Take a quick glance at the inn items here. Okay. So we're going to keep moving here. And like I say, this is not going to be as fast-paced. We're just going to take our time with it, have fun. Enjoy the ride, hopefully help you decide, is this a game I want to play now? Do I want to maybe play it in May when it's in full release? There are some systems that these guys at Red Hook are still working towards baking, including some kind of companionship system, which I believe might involve pets that ride on the wagon.
The winds whip more harshly on the far side of the brook.
I'm very excited at the chance of that being true. My hope is, though, that they are not help me hurt me pets. They are help me pets. Because I need all the help I can get. And you will too. That's just how this game goes. Okay. So, I like to open up with the Grape Shot Blast for Dismiss. You're going to hit 2 characters right off the bat. I would say that that is true in many situations. I'm going to go with the types of attacks that are going to help us hit multiple enemies. I see that I've got to change some of the attacks and capabilities on the Plague Doctor because I'm missing the Plague Grenade that I love so much. Lets you hit the back row of enemies.
Variable can make all the difference.
I guess it's a good time to talk about that. You can set up the party in a lot of different ways. There's, a handful of characters, and they all operate differently. They all have their preferred placement areas as well. Being able to hit the back row is so important. So, as you put a party of characters together, you want to make sure that you've got ample opportunity to hit that back row. Okay. I'm going to leave this. I don't really care about additional healing received. We also lose some of the resistance to being moved, and being moved, because your capabilities are tied to your positioning, it can be catastrophic, being moved in the midst of battle. So, just looking at the abilities that we've set up here, I think I just forgot to set the Plague Doctor when we were in that opening area there. So we're going to go with the Plague Grenade, we're going to go with Magnesium Rain, and you know what? I guess I will put Blinding Gas back on. That can be pretty good. Not in real life, though. You don't want any of that blinding gas coming your way. You know what I mean? Those SPDs, you better look out. Okay. Now, if you look up in the top right there, I was awarded an in item. That is also a piece of meta progression that you'll be able to open up along the way with your candles of light.
Lower your guard. Soften your gaze. It is safe here.
So there we go. 5% chance to start a battle with stealth. I will give that over to Sarmenti. This is going to affect the amount of healing that is received while we ride on the wagon, because that's where your characters are kind of going through their upkeep and repair phase. So we'll give it to them.
One learns quickly.
I do have
when
4
survival
mastery
demands
points
it.
here. So we're going to use these on our skills to make them better. I'm probably going to distribute them equally. So we'll put 1 into Wicked Hack. Gets used a lot. We'll put 1 on Harvest. Definitely Grape Shot Blast. And then we'll throw 1 on Plague Grenade as well. Now you might be saying to yourself, well, now wait a second. Why do we have 4 mastery points? I am using a trainer.
Your coach must be maintained if it is to carry you where you must go.
What I'm doing is doubling the amount of mastery points that I'm awarded. As a small buff, I've put in about 70 hours into the game, and
Spend what you can.
sometimes
For wealth no
with
longer
rogues,
has
I
meaning.
kind of build in my own
Indeed, it ever
progression tree, and just give myself just a little bit of a push. And so that's what's happening there. It's a big help, but it really doesn't give me too much of an advantage where, the game is a cakewalk. So, that said, we do not have any food or in items at this point, so I think we'll go with the
Something to
bread.
ease the rigors of the road.
And I think that is probably going to do it for us here. We're going to go ahead and feed the bread to Boudica because she's going to take many hits. And then we'll give this to Sarmenti. for similar reasons. The Plague Doctor doesn't get hit in the back a whole lot. When it happens, there's lower health, so you've got to monitor that. But
of many forks in the road.
I feel good about that. Okay.
Choose your path.
So these are kind of the conditions of the area, and then the goal for the reward on hand. We are not going to attempt a lair this early on. I made that promise to you all up front, so we're not going to do that. As long as we avoid the hoarder, we're going to get 2 candles toward the meta progression. So
The farms and
we'll go with the
fields of
haze
our
this time.
kingdom, overrun with putrescence and rot.
I think we're ready to rock. I love the look of that. You have the 4 of them looking out, thinking, my goodness, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You might be wondering that too. What are we doing here? Well, we're on a journey to oblivion, but what does that
The
mean? Well,
rancid crop grows unchecked and abhorrent.
we have a few regions to
An
complete.
elementary problem.
See that down
Is
there?
it not?
We've got a handful of regions to complete. We are not going to a lair. How dare you, this early on. And as we complete the regions, we're going to run into inns along the way, where we're going to go through the same process, only we're going to be a lot more banged up. So the inns become more and more important along the journey. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, so one dislike, we're gonna get hit a little bit with our flame. We'll go ahead, why not? Lost in time. Okay, what are we getting here? Oh goodness. Okay. All right.
Tread beyond the realms.
Sometimes you get more than you bargain for here. So, sometimes they give you some random items that can be pretty good. A lot of times you get a mixed quirk, which is what happened here. We ended up with Lost in Time. So when stress damage, so you get +8 speed, but when stress damaged, there's a 33% chance that we're going to have our turn sent all the way to the end, and there's a chance of removal of 1 positive token. So, I don't know that that's worth the additional speed, but here we are. Wow. Well, that's a great start. Okay. Now, if we get through this, we're probably going to get some good stuff from the battle. So let's see what we can do. All right. So there's nobody in the back right now, and that's why this is blocked. This guy is taking up the first and second position. If you look down over here, they're showing that. Which dictates which skills are going to be accessible. Okay. Remember how I was talking about it can be catastrophic to get moved? Look at how many skills are now available with Boudica being back here. So we have to work on getting her back up there, which is going to take time. Because not all of these characters can be moved around so easily. I think it would probably be smart to try and take these guys out. And similar situation here. There's nothing our Plague Doctor can do while being that far up front with the skills that we selected. Now, had I included the bleed knife skill on the melee side, we'd have a couple more options available. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna help. It's the nice thing about the Jester. The Jester's got a number of abilities that can move him forward and backward, and he can also move others, as you just saw. We're gonna get beat on a little bit here.
The slow suffering begins.
Okay. So, these guys are only going to take 50% damage, but she has a skill that ignores this positive icon altogether. There is a hurt me to this. We'll talk about that in a second, but I think this is going to pan out okay. All right. So 1 down. She has a winded token, so now we're minus 33% damage and minus 3 speed for her until we get rid of that. And there is a way to get rid of it. I'm thinking we hit the Shambler this time. Okay. And then our Plague Doctor should be able to hit that back row. Excellent. Okay. Now, I'm thinking we should move her up. She's also going to get that token. Well, everybody's in the right spot now. That's nice. Not necessarily the way I wanted to get there, but we're going to use her Iron Swan and hit this back row. Now, it is possible for our characters right here, Death's Door, and enemies to sit on Death's Door. That's when your health is exhausted. You know what? I want to hit the Shambler. We got to do it. Oh, I was really hoping.
Steady yourself.
So that's when your health has been exhausted. But you're hanging on. You're hanging on for dear life. Just like we are right now. Okay. This stress is extremely concerning. So we're gonna do this. And then if we get back to Boudica, Boudica's got an ability that will knock stress damage down a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, so here's Boudica. We're gonna go with Raucous Revelry. And that's gonna knock down her stress and everybody else's that has 5 or more. Which I feel like is basically all of us. Okay. So we are going to move back and hopefully add some blindness. There we go. All right. Hey, there it is. Now, is it gonna be worth it? Let's find out. All right, so I like what I see here. These are extremely good. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy about this. When stress damaged, add 1 positive token. Holy moly. Oh, that is very, very interesting.
The loathing abates.
Okay. Trying to decide where I want to put that. Huh. Well, we're gonna throw this on a dismiss. Is when he crits and hits 2 at the same time with this ability, it's very good. And his pistol shot is very good as well when it crits. Wow, that is really something. I'm tempted to put it on Boudica. Yeah, let's do that for now. And then let's distribute our combat items. This I am not, well, I guess I will equip it. Chances are, though, we're not going to use that. until we get to a really difficult boss encounter. Which we hope we do. You know, you never know. I mean, we are on the verge of madness here and mental breakdowns. So I'm hoping that we can clear those up through some easier battles. I will use this with her right away so that we can start working down the stress that she has and that all these other folks have. All right. I feel good about that cosmic encounter, though. That was pretty nifty. Boy, you know, I'm kind of tempted. Then again, can probably get rid of this guy in the front if they blight. Yep.
The smallest
Yeah, that's what I was hoping
can
for.
make all the difference.
Okay. You know, just trying to decide if it makes sense to go to Boudica so that she can take some stress damage away again, but I'm not sure if that would even be available. It might still be on cooldown. So we'll just finish that guy off. But sometimes you want to think about that. Hey, who do I have coming up next? Does it make sense to, you know, just leave that enemy sitting out there, maybe shoot at one of the corpses instead, so that you can get an extra heal in, or something like that. You know, just be aware of the chances to do that, because sometimes they make a difference. There's some slime mold again. Now, I am not a fan of the slime mold because there's a chance that it adds a disease, and it's only plus 10%. So I don't find it worth it as an in item. Love the academics cache.
An impressive haul. Put it to good use.
Oh, we will. We will. This is great right here for building up love across the party, which is so important. We should probably talk about the relationship system briefly. I've mentioned this in the past. And we're going to have to be careful over here because I don't want another trip to cosmic madness like last time. Anyway, we are developing relationships among these folks, and as you build towards amorousness, bonuses can happen on the battlefield. They will help each other out in different ways, whether it's during an attack or maybe to relieve some stress. They come to each other's aid in different ways, and it's very cool when it pops off. You know, I'm thinking maybe we want to steal these shields. Let's do that. So that skill takes away the tokens. If that would have been upgraded, we would have had those 2 tokens sitting with us right now. This guy is very, very immune to status effects, including blight. If you look at those figures below, 200 might as well be as high as you can get. So I think it makes more sense for us to heal with the Plague Doctor right now. And so that's what we're going to do. All right. You know what? So I'm going to choose to use Fade to Black, because again, we can't apply bleed here, and if we can give this thing a chance to miss, it's worth it. The damage is also pretty high. Apparently, we blew our opportunity to apply the blindness, but that's okay. Let's go ahead. I don't know if we're going to be able to avoid his initial blast or not. Sometimes the first shot this cannon takes is a miss. Let's try for the blindness again. That would be huge. Okay. So at least we've got a coin flip chance. And you know, let's go with this too. See if maybe we can apply another one. That's great. Okay. So I went with the misfire. Which is lucky for us because that's a pretty devastating blast to take. Oh, wow. Well, that was tremendous.
The past is gone.
Okay.
Let it die.
We did get a mastery point from that encounter. But of course, that's going to be worth 2 because of the doubler that I'm using. Which, by the way, you know, if that's something you're interested in, this is a free trainer that I got via Fling. I really like the Fling trainers. Used a handful of them over the years on some of the more difficult games. Now, really what I want to do here is make my exit. Yeah, so we're going to go with this. We're just going to avoid this altogether. I don't know what that is, and I am good with remaining clueless about what that is. All right, let's take a look. Just a quick gander here. All right, so we really have not revealed most of this map. So we're just going to go up this way and basically hope for the best. All right, so we've got a battle.
Chaos must be met with unwavering resolve.
How's our flame doing? Not so good. As the flame draws down, they're going to see buffs on the enemy side. And things are going to get harder for us. Okay. Let's see if we can come... Wow. A couple advantages there. Big time. That would have us walking away. I don't want to walk away from the battle. If we choose Sarmenti, we're going to come in with strength and a buff to speed. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. We're going to take a couple hits to the relationship over there, but long term, I'm usually able to fix those. Okay. So we're going to open up with our typical. These attacks are going to be even stronger.
The slow suffering begins.
Who is going to be first up? This guy. Ah, nice.
On to the next.
Hit of 18 there. This is great too. We're positioned really well.
Another impediment. Cleared with impunity.
Okay, and then we're going to send a plague grenade to the back. Alright, well, he is eating the dead. But we've got some damage over time applied to him. I'm wondering if we should use this because both Dismas and the Plague Doctor would benefit. They're both over 5 stress at this point. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. You know, I think we'll throw one of these at this guy as well.
Weaken them, that another may finish the work.
All right. And then we'll do Raucous. This guy should be thanking me. All right. Let's see. 3 to 6. But this gives us a 33% chance of adding a combo icon. If it happens, we'll talk about what that means. All right, so we didn't get it that time, which is fine.
A brilliant conclusion.
Nice. Ooh, love that.
Bafflement.
Really like the artwork of this area. Reminds me of that old MTV show, The Max. Did anybody watch that?
The unrelenting application of violence yields morbid
It's gonna be tough having a mouthful of teeth on your shoulder, you know? Alright, so that's a nice in item. Gives you a 5% chance of having a dodge icon applied. So we'll take all of that. I'm just gonna take a look at our combat items as well. Okay, let's take a look at what everybody's holding here. You know, I'm gonna throw this on Sarmenti so that we can hold on to these till later. This restorative, we'll throw that over there. And we will add the stimulants to the Plague Doctor. And now everybody's hooked up. Okay. You know, I think it might make sense to throw this on our Plague Doctor because of her stress level right now. That has some resistance, 15% resistant to taking on additional stress, and then plus 7% resistance to dying during death's door. So let's do that. This is going to be good for us as well. It's a nice random find. I am a little bit concerned about the flame getting low. There is a combat item that you can come into that allows you to add 15 points of flame with each use.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn
And it did
relics.
not show up here. I was hoping to be able to say, and there it is right there. This is a great one for our Plague Doctor. So I'm happy to see that trinket show up. I think that's what keeps me coming back to this game so often. I typically play around every day. You just never know what you're gonna get. And it adds such variety to the game because you're coming up with these different builds every time due to the randomness. Great roguelike game. I know turn-based isn't for everybody. You know, I've got a good buddy that, oh God, you know, I can't do that. I get it. It's not for everybody, but you know, if you're into it and you can stomach a game that is more difficult at times, this is just a wonderful game. All right, let's open up with this. And we've got Dismas up next. He's got his double shot. So I was gonna say we'll go after this, but now we've got the problem where there's gonna be a counterattack situation, potentially. So we could wipe out these tokens, or we could take a shot at the back row because I don't really want to get hit by the dog. Why don't we go for that? All right, so that worked out well. Okay, well, we are definitely stacking on the damage over time to some of our guys, but I want to take this back row out. So let's do that. And maybe what we want to do is apply a stimulant here as well to Dismas
Cooperation is the
so that he can take a powerful shot at these two dudes. That's at least my
enemy weakens
thought.
and wanes.
Doesn't always pan out like that. A lot of times you go in with one strategy and you go, oh no, it's not gonna happen. But I figure damage the dog, and now he comes in. Let's go ahead with this. He comes in with his double grape shot, and maybe we get some death blows here. You love to see it. Oh yeah, great turn. Too bad we couldn't have had a triple there. All right, remember that trinket? There we go. Now, Sarmenti can't hit the back row, which is unfortunate. So we'll do that, but Plague Doctor's gonna save the day, I think, here. There we go. Okay. Building up the resources a little bit more. I think we're still trying to recover from the stress of that first stop. Now this would be great for us because we're gonna get a big boost to the flame, and we've got 2 positive relationships happening from it. So that's the route we're gonna go. Okay. Really good foods. This is great for relationship building. We'll see that at the inn. And same here. Same here. So that's a really good find for us. Now that got us back to a better situation. Still a dim light, but... All right, what are we looking at here? We don't know. Interesting. Well, might as well go where the candle is. Look at this. Another assistance encounter. That's nice. I'll take it. Especially if we can grab some additional light. Typically you can. Okay. I think we're gonna go dismiss and just take a boost. I don't want to take that hit of 25 to our flame for the supplies. We're just gonna go this route. Alright, perfect. So where are we at here? 79. Alright. We are headed towards the final encounter of this region. And they are a little bit harder, as they should be. So let's just make sure that we are geared up. I am going to move the crow's feet in. These knock down resistance, they knock down speed, and they apply bleed. They're really good. They're obnoxiously good. Alright. One of my favorite tools of destruction. And I love the name as well. Crow's feet. Very visual. Okay. See, doesn't that look inviting? Doesn't it? Oblivion's Rampart. Ready? Let's dive in. We didn't even get to this point last time. The librarian sunk our battleship. Pretty good. Alright. So, see these different dodge opportunities they have out there? If we toss an item, that's going to knock that out, which I like doing sometimes. These 2 jerks here are going to make this battle go forever. They're going to apply buffs and really annoy us. So I like to try and take them out first. Let's toss this over here. Waste this guy's dodge, and then we're going to go Iron Swan. As soon as I figured out that there was an opportunity to apply items and get rid of the dodges that way, it really changed some things for me in my approach. So we're going to do that again here.
Measured and steady.
And we're going to go with an initial blast to these two. They love doing big attacks. They love applying bleed damage as well. We're going to see that here. Yeah, we ended up with some blindness that time as well. You know, I'm trying to decide if I want to use this or not. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Right? Perfect.
The slow suffering begins.
All right, we've got some bleed happening. Just gonna have to keep our eyes on that. Now, we talked a little bit about the combo icon showing up. If you look in the lower left there, it says ignores 30% blight resistance when the target has the combo icon. So, guess what? We got an even better chance of getting some blight on this dude. And I say we do it. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna say that these two features here are gonna take care of that one for us. So we're gonna go front row this time. There was a chance of a miss. That might have been a good time to use the raucous revelry instead. It might have been a better approach in that situation, now that I think of it. Don't worry too much. We're sitting pretty well here. I might have to move this indelible trinket over to Dismas, who seems to be taking on a lot of stress. Let's just look here. I thought maybe there was a debuff quirk on him that had him adding to the stress a little bit faster each time, but I guess not.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
All right. Let's apply these. And let's also go ahead and get rid of that bleed, I think, at this point. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. You know, this guy's gonna block 50%. Just trying to decide who's better to go after, and I'm thinking this evangelist right here would be the way to go. The other thing we could think about doing, and maybe we should... Yeah, let's go with the raucous. We'll knock that stress down a little bit. And I think we'll do this. This is why I mentioned them being a nuisance. Now, this guy is under stealth, which normally couldn't be targeted directly, though. So because this also latches onto this dude can get pulled into it, which is why we're going to go with this. Add some more bleed, get rid of that corpse, extend the reach of everybody else. And... you know, at this point, I'm actually thinking about just dropping napalm. Let's do that and see if we can light any of these guys on fire. Or not. Or we can miss all of them. Okay. Well, I think Dismiss is gonna knock out some of those tokens for us next time he's up. Perfect. What I'd like to do is knock this one out because that 100% chance of crit. One time. Oh, all right. Well, what can you do? Take every shot, right? Isn't that what we talked about? The year of Michael. All right. Get a quick sip in there. Let's do that. Come on, Blight. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this dude is gonna get wiped out based on those damage over time. She's gonna heal at that point. Well, no, she won't, 'cause she's not less than 33%. So she won't get that 20% heal. Let's just go with a normal swing here. It was a 7 instead of a 10 because of the winded token. But that's okay.
A steady subtraction.
Perfect.
An invariable result.
It's okay. He's gonna go on death's door for a minute.
Malaise. Measured and steady.
Okay, now, remember how we talked about, well, you know, could we take advantage of, you know, like an extra turn? I think in this case we can remove some stress here because Dismiss and the Plague Doctor are up before the Evangelist even gets a chance. So we'll knock out some stress and hopefully Plague Doctor can finish us off here. Perfect. They do get a little bit of health back at the end of each battle. All right, so we got some good stuff here. This is going to come in handy at the end. Sometimes these can be good for the wagon, especially if you're finding yourself over encumbered. This is considered a stain. Okay, so that's going to give us 20% resistance to that negative token. But then there's the hurt me, minus 10% damage per negative token. Having this stained item equipped as a trinket opens up the opportunity to use unforgettable trinkets. That's why it says if a stained item is equipped, etc., etc. I don't like either of these, so I'm going to leave them behind. I'm taking everything else. And our wagon is full, so we've got to take all, and we've got to make some decisions here about what to keep and what to shit can like this. We can probably also open up some space by moving some combat items over. So we'll do that. See, we're at 30 out of 26. We were able to move a few. Now, the excess stuff, I might say, I can live without that. And I can live without that one too. We do have some trinkets floating around here. I think we already... Let's give this to Dismiss to try and dismiss some stress. See what I did there? Okay. Well, that's going to be great as well once we get that on there. Minus 33% to flame drain. It's a great one to have. We're going to knock these both out. And now we're ready to hit the inn. One point of caution that I'll toss out there because I've made this mistake myself before. If you go to the inn and you do not have any open space, if you have opened up the capability to get a free item every time you get to the inn, you will not have space for that. And it will just simply dump the item into a black hole. And you will be sad about that, usually.
Does much for the weary body.
So let's see how we did here.
Perhaps
We did get our Candle of Hope. So terrified of hidden cults and their influence. Gaunt Slayer, plus 5% crit against Gaunt. That's an enemy type. Amateur Weaponsmith, what does that mean? Ooh, 5% chance to start with, 100% chance at crit. Love it. And then we know about the Lost in Time one. So. Now this is where it's fun, opening up space. Lots and lots of space. This is where we're going to apply all of these items that we've been holding on to that we can't use until we get to the inn. Thankfully, they're all getting apples and cheese, which is a much more substantial food because of that additional resistance. We've got some stress to knock down as well here. So let's do this. Now that wacky pipeweed also builds toward positive relationship, which is nice. That's why I used it on those two again. Round start where we could get a dodge. Let's give that to Sarmenti. We will go ahead and use the playing cards. 67% chance, positive outcomes with the relationship. 33%, it's gonna hurt you. Let's see what happens. Okay. This operates similarly, only we have an even stronger chance now for positive outcomes. Okay. I am mostly happy with that. Remove a negative quirk, 25% chance to remove a positive quirk. Let's just take a look here. So I want to find somebody with a positive quirk that I don't love and could live without. All right, well, it's gonna be the Jester, and we're gonna get rid of this Toon Hummer, which I believe pisses people off in the wagon. All right, so we're gonna use it on the Jester. Let's back out of here. Okay, Toon Hummer's gone. It's great. It's good. We have a little bit more stress to knock out. And why don't we build upon some relationship? I just want to take a look at how we're doing here. Unfriendly with Sarmenti. Oh boy, okay. Nobody likes Dismas. Perfect. Well, we'll just have to repair it over time, right? Let's heal Boudica. And I think we'll definitely put this on her. Now we're going to take a look at our provisioner here.
Remind us of a time before the end.
Okay. Nothing I'm super interested in there. Nothing I'm super interested in there. And I would say the same here as well. So good on that. Now we're going to go to our trainer.
Quickly when survival
And we have
demands
10 mastery points. So that is basically going to allow us to distribute quite a bit. So you can see the upgraded versions of these below, and what they're doing for us. Wow, 15% chance to grab that positive icon. That's almost worth doing. If we've got the extra, which I think we will, we'll come back and do that one as well. But for now, I want to focus on the skills that I really do find myself utilizing frequently. We're going to get some really good ones upgraded here. Okay. Not too worried about the health one. You know, I think for our last one, we will go with that. From 8 to 14 to 10 to 18. That's a big step. Okay. I feel pretty good about how we're looking here. Let's go ahead and apply these to the Wainwright.
In the equation of your fate.
This is going to allow us to stack better, and so that knocked down the amount of space we were taking.
The provinces and cantrevs of our land, crumbling.
So we got minus 20% disease resistance, which usually means one or more characters of yours are going to gang a disease. Minus 100% hoarders. Okay. The goal would be to visit an oasis. I can live with this. This is not so much. This is also okay. Avoid the field hospital. I think we're going to go this route. The Shroud.
The barnacled timbers of the coastal villages
Okay.
are sodden with salt.
Now, remember these relationship
Secrets.
pieces? They can help you or hurt you along the way. There are random events that can take place while you are in battle. And there's also buffs and debuffs that can occur between inns. So we're going to click on these and find out whether we're going to get buffed or debuffed based on the relationship statuses. Okay.
Narrowed eyes, muttered threats.
So that's not
All
great.
Trust is lost.
So when we go to use this skill now, Dismiss is going to be targeted, and he's going to take more damage. Those two negative icons will land on him. Same on that side. Oh, boy.
Cruelty and callousness have claimed.
Okay, so if we go to use the blinding gas, Sarmeni's going to get hit. We use that. Plague Doctor's going to get... Oh, finally a good one.
And tested. A bond to be
And look, so it's two skills that typically I don't use. I might go and turn this on, you know, because giving that type of 75% dodge to Boudica, it will help. So maybe we'll do that. I haven't decided yet. One of our sub goals, though, in this region is going to be to repair
propriety floats
these relationships and improve upon what's happening here, because that can really drag you down, as you can see. The other thing that it does on the negative ones, it forces you to use them unless something's changed. Yeah, so now these we were already utilizing, no big deal. along with that, this is the one that I'm thinking about turning on. Which is funny because I would have turned this one off in order to turn this one on. So I guess we're just going to leave it plinked off for now. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. So let's double check. Our skills are on. Yeah. Okay. All right. Anything we need to distribute? No. All right, let's do it. We don't need the oasis. The oasis takes stress away, so we'll go towards the assistance encounter here. They're all happy about that as well. Sometimes you're like, I don't care if you're happy or not, damn it. You want me to turn this wagon around? We can go straight home. Don't make me take my seatbelt off. Right? Okay. So, this looks like our best option because we've got hate. We've got hate. Yeah, let's go with this. Where did all the hate come from? All right, in item, plus 2% crit until next in, and some help with the relationship statuses. Okay. Not bad. Oh, look what we're heading towards. Well, we'll see how we feel when we get there. You know what, though? I'm really starting to think that this should go with Dismas. Why don't we see how she does? She doesn't seem to be building up stress. In fact, yeah, okay. Let's see how it goes. I would like to see somebody getting positive token buffs. All right. You know, at some point, if you're going to try and make it all the way to the darkest dungeon, then lairs are required. You know, you have to earn a trophy in order to be welcomed into the darkest dungeon. And the way you get the trophy is by getting all the way through a lair. If you don't have the trophy and you get all the way to the end of the last region, that's where your journey is going to end. It's a forced quit. It is possible, though, just to have a complete journey and have it end at that inn. It's still a good run. But you just won't be able to get to the boss of whatever act you're playing. This being Act 1, in case that wasn't clear. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and go after this back row here.
Excellent work.
Oh, she got knocked around, didn't she? Let's get her back up here. And I think we'll go with that. Wonderful. Oh, love seeing that too, you know it. Alright, this should finish everybody off here for us. You know, in this case, I'm going to continue, as things are going well. You can see up here, there's 3 different legs to the lair that we're in. And being in the middle leg, this is the boss of the lair. I don't know that we're going to get that far. It really depends on how this round goes. Now, we've got a nice combo opportunity here. And I think we're going to take advantage of that. Oh, he resisted the loss of turn. That's a bummer when that happens. Yeah, we're gonna have to start working through this big old boy too. Okay, I think we're gonna knock out that bleed. And we'll go ahead and start applying some bleed over here. I think this is gonna be our best way to go. Okay. Boy, I would love to take this guy out. Yes!
Early results are encouraging.
Well, the 2 of them are off to a good start. 14 out of 10 with Boudica. Now this grape shot blast, you might be wondering, well, why isn't it hitting this guy? This guy takes up 2 spaces. You see that right here. This guy's occupying the 3rd space, even though it looks like, you know, that would be your next target. But, you know, this guy's probably going to mutate here real soon. That's what this particular enemy does. I think we're going to take the shot at him. Hope that we can catch it in time. Perfect. And I think we can go ahead and throw this his way at this point.
A deliberate,
Wonderful.
methodical appliance of harm.
Oh. So bad when she gets knocked back that far. Well, start making our way up. And then we'll use Sarmenti if we can to pull her up as well. This is why I'm considering moving forward with the final area, because we have these. They're very, very good. Okay.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
I mean, he's going to take 18 damage on these. I really don't want to harm our plague doctor, so that wouldn't be good either. What to do? I guess we are doing that. Oh my goodness. That was wild. Okay. She still can't do much. So let's get her over there. Maybe he can finish things off. Perfect. Oh, we got a really tough call here. Really, really tough call. So we get this would be our trophy. Indelible trinket, turn start. If bleeding, 20% chance you get an extra action. -2 bleeding received. Okay. I'm not in love with what this trophy does. I've had this one before, and it can go very poorly with that 100% received. So I'm actually going to escape. We're going to take our winnings here.
Abandoned or forgotten. It is ours
right.
now.
This will help. And you know, sometimes those decisions pay off, and sometimes it's like, oh man, you know, if I would have just done XYZ or ABC 20 minutes ago, boy, we would have been here. And you know, sometimes that is the case. You have to try and make the best decision you can in the moment with what you have. And then you live with it.
A simple
All right,
choice.
I do not want to go to an academic study again. Now watch what happens when we choose the path they want. Boom, bye-bye stress. So at least there's that. I also think there's a correlation to them building positive relationships when their stress level is down. Okay, well, just thinking here, this might be nice to do.
A calculated generosity.
Sometimes when you help each other in battle, that also will generate some positivity, some appreciation. We'll go with the back row, why not? And then you know what, let's try and take advantage of that combo. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw one of these out there on this guy. Take some burn and blight. Try to get out ahead of this one a little bit. Perfect. A loss of turn can be catastrophic. We're also going to go with the smoke bomb. Blind that guy. Let's throw some bleed on that ass. Well, okay, that didn't go completely as planned, but that's all right. It's all right. Hey, at least we can hit these two in the back row. That's nice. Maybe we'll get through just like his attack did. Wonderful. And we can win coin flips too. Oh, 21. Good thing we got the balm, right? That's how you put the balm on? Put the balm on. Remember Jackie Childs from Seinfeld? Kramer putting the balm on? What a time. Okay, now, because this guy takes up 2 spots, and only because of that, we can actually hit him. Because this pistol shot normally would not hit this front row. But this guy's in the front and the second spot. So let's see if we can get a loss of turn. There it is. Nice. Okay, we're sitting really good at this point. Plague Doctor is going to do some healing over here for us while we're waiting to win this battle. Because at this point, he's going to take 16 damage. He's got... Oh, well, okay. He's got some health left, I guess. We're still going to do this. All right. Combo. Extra damage. You know what? I want the Plague Doctor to have another turn. So this is one of those situations where I'm gonna shoot at a corpse because I want the plague doctor to come up and give Sarmenti some health. So we're gonna do the same thing. A little bit of a risk. A little bit. Oh, it's on recharge. Isn't it? Why is it blocked? Oh, maybe it's blocked because he's not below 50%. Well, I didn't know that by looking at it. That's okay. All right. Is he gonna die? No. Death's door. All right. Now we're gonna get hit. In that case, don't do what I did. That was not great. That didn't pan out the way I wanted it to pan out. I guess it was half-baked. I could have peered into that HP bar a little bit more. It's water under the bridge at this point. Literally, water under the bridge at this point. Okay. All right, we got love happening. We got to try and clean up some of these bad relationships. This looks like the way to, oh, no, we can't. Oh, it's a big hit to the flame. Dang, what is that sitting at? I want to keep the flame up. All right, well, oh, this is good. This is good. Okay, that's great. Usually they don't all have a choice. That was nice to see. Universal love. And we're back at 100. That's great. You know what? Let's double check our holdings. Looks like we can throw some items on here. Let's do that. And just thinking, let's do that as well. Okay.
The lost souls of a dying world, empty of hope and humanity.
Oh, wow. Easier battle for sure. I don't mind that at all. Who's up here? This guy. Perfect.
On to the next.
Okay.
One less obstacle in our path.
Nice and easy. And, you know, when that happens, it really makes that traveling heal go a little bit further. I'm trying to think if I want that. I guess we'll take it. You know what I'm also gonna do? I am officially moving this trinket over. I don't think it's doing much for Boudica. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna put this here, and we will go ahead and give that to Boudica. And we will also give that to Boudica. Okay. And now you watch, Dismas will no longer receive stress. Sometimes Darkest Dungeon 2 really do be like that.
Everywhere, in all directions, destruction has claimed dominion.
All right, the Watchtower is going to reveal the remaining areas to us. Which I am so happy to see the doctor's office. We are doing that. And we're going to clean up some of these nasty traits that we've picked up. It's going to be super helpful.
If you hope to heal, you have chosen wisely.
I do, Wayne. I hope to heal. So many heals needed. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go back row to open up here. And I am tempted to go back row again, but I would like to distribute the damage and knock out this as well. That's going to give Sarmenti a better chance to do some damage to this dog. Oh, but he had to go and do that. So there's going to be a counterattack situation here, but maybe there won't be. Oh, perfect. Okay, so that should take away from the counterattack, one would think. Wonderful.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
And that played out exactly the way I hoped it would. Okay. Let's see. So this guy is being protected. This is going to create a combo. I think we're going to end up hitting the dog either way. Ah. Well, that works, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, we could probably just kill the dog right now. Let's do that. And just trying to decide if we want to go forward or if we want to do this and hit our plague doctor. I don't necessarily want to do that. I think we'll bring Dismas up. Throw him a buff. All right. That worked out. Wow, see?
A simple
It's the bonus I'm talking about.
easily resolved.
When they're getting along,
The path
crazy
is
stuff
gone.
happens during the battle. It's really
Let
neat
it
when that
die.
stuff pops off randomly. Love that about this game. Okay. On the road again. To melt away all the nasty traits at the field hospital. Couple things you can do here. You can pay for health, of course, across all the different characters. You can shop at the pharmacy, which we will probably not do because we're going to lose a lot of money on wellness. This is going to help us build better relationships, so we're going to get rid of that. We are absolutely going to get rid of that. Let's see what else. We already took care of his at the inn. We're going to get rid of that.
We need not be defined by
This?
our shortcomings.
And we get one more. Terrified of hidden cults and their influence. See, this is why these guys are building up stress so fast. I don't mind the hit to speed. I don't love it, but it's not ruining us. So we're gonna get rid of that one. And we have such a cleaner crew at this point. It's like scrubbing off all the crap when you've got enough money to pay for that stuff. It makes such a difference. Just have to take my word for it. And your eyes are not deceiving you. When I run over the debris, sometimes we're finding items along the way. And you can pay in the meta progression area to have that proc even more often. All right, let's distribute some of these items that have popped. It's going to heal 75%. Wow. Huge. I'll throw that on there. And I don't know that we need this until the final encounter. This one and this one, those are final encounter items. So we'll leave them out for now. We're going to have a tough encounter coming up. Not this one, but the one after at the next location. I might have spoke too soon. This is a tough encounter as well. And in this case, boy, I really want to steal these. But Sarmeni ends up taking such a hit then. All right, we won't do it at the moment. But just know that it's something I'm thinking about. Let's get rid of this back row before she lights everybody on fire. I still want to see him get stressed out and get some positive icons going here. Let's go forward with this.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
And man, oh man. Definitely gonna go with that. Just trying to decide what I want to do here. I think maybe in this case I want to do that. And at some point we'll figure out a way to move Sarmeni back. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this at this point. And we don't have to, but I'm gonna. Oh, he resisted the extra damage. That's great. And of course, she takes a stress point. That's all right. Do we want to move anybody up? No. Well, you know what? We could move ourselves back up. Yeah. Let's do that. I know it makes me feel bad, but this is like really important that this happens. Okay, I mean it gives us a chance here. Oh, a misfire! Wow, I didn't see that coming. That is quite the boon for us. Let's see if we can get the lost turn on the combo. All right. Well, that's okay. Nice hit. I am gonna do that. Wow.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest of threats. The enemy weakens and wanes.
Is Wayne not the best? There are some absolutely great voice actors out there. I love Wayne, though. I gotta tell you. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. Okay. So, I think we're gonna head towards this supply cache. Eventually. Let's see if we can come in with a bonus. Okay. Love it. And we're building relationship where it's bad. So we can get that back to neutral at a 10. That'd be great. And then we can build from there. Flames at a 79. Ooh, 2 priests.
Steady yourself.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm tempted to go for one of these heralds because they are such a nuisance, and they're wide open too, as far as having no tokens. This one's got 25. This one's got 18. Oh, beautiful. All right. So we're gonna take that away. And nice. Nice. All right, Iron Swan isn't gonna help us, but we could do this. What else do we want to do here? We're probably gonna miss. We'll go with this. I'm just thinking at least that helps out Sarmeni, right? Yeah, I think that's the way. Okay, he's out there blowing his trumpet. Apparently, I don't know that I would call that a trumpet, but his head is kind of a musical instrument in and of itself, isn't it? All right. This is kind of like bagpipes. All right, I'm off it. I'm off it. I'm off. We're moving on. We're moving on. I think we should damage him. Let's do that. Okay, Death's Door. Then we got 3 damage happening. Maybe? Yeah. Good deal, Lucille. All right. Can't heal there. Could heal here to get rid of these. That would avoid 12. Well, 4. No, numbers. Right. Yeah, okay. All right. So that's it, it'll avoid damage. Let's just say that. I don't want to do math right now. I think what I said originally was correct. Anyway. This guy's going to do a big attack, but it is what it is. Let's go. Let's go for it. Got to knock this guy out. Yeah. All right.
The work continues.
So we've got a big hit coming from this way. Unless we steal these, which that's what we're gonna do. Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a big shame, isn't it? All right. Let's see if we can apply a heal real quick here. Yeah, let's do it. Sarmeni. It's on Sarmeni. Let's do this. Fantastic.
A lesson taught is a lesson learned.
Okay, well that's, this is gonna help with some of the relationship issues that are going on. Smoke a peace pipe together.
The loathing festers.
So that also knocked down the loathing scale. This has some nasty impacts as well to flame drain and all kinds of other things. There's a lot to show off and talk about in the game, and I'm trying to cover as much as I can as it happens. All right, we need to distribute some stuff here. Trying to decide if it would be a good time to raise health or not. I think we'll be okay.
Supplies this way.
So it doesn't look like there's a
You can
battle coming up. Before the cache, yeah. Yeah, this path looks pretty clean. Okay.
Perhaps I left this for you. Perhaps you left it for yourself. Perhaps
All right.
it is not here at all.
Wayne's on quite a tangent there about who left these items and whether or not it's a fever dream, all of it. We're gonna take it. We're gonna act like it's real. I don't want to go to the academic study again. I just don't. So instead, we're gonna go to the shrine, which is going to give us a mastery point.
Look ahead. A place to reflect, remember,
Not bad.
and reconcile.
Just want to make sure that we don't have any trinkets hanging out there. Oh, we do. Apply on hit, 33% chance to stick somebody in place, and then a 5% chance to gain a loss of turn if you miss. I'm just thinking, would we want to stick somebody where they are and prevent them from moving? Maybe. Apply on hit. You know what? I'm going to leave that one off for now. For the most part, in my experience, unless it's being applied to us, which I don't think it is, if I'm understanding what that says correctly, most of the time, moving enemies around is beneficial. Now, it doesn't matter who I pick here. I've already gone through all of these characters' shrines, but, if you're going to jump into the game and you haven't, going to those shrines and picking the characters is how you unlock their full set of attacks and capabilities to be used in the game. Not all of them are available right off the bat. You have to visit the shrines and watch their backstories, which is interesting because you learn more about the characters and some of the things that happen to them. Yeah, let's go with the grape shot open. And I wonder why she's bleeding. Oh, that's right. Because of the trait. Or I'm sorry, not the trait. What is that called? The path. 25% chance to start with 3 bleeding. Okay. Well, that explains that happening the other day too, where I was questioning why that was. You know, let's go for the back row. Oh, wow. Okay. How about it? Let's go back row.
The slow suffering begins.
All right. Well, this is going pretty well. Let's go with grape shot again. And I think we'll just go with this same maneuver. And our plague doctor should finish this one out for us. Wonderful. That was a great match.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
All right, I'm leaving this. This is a common, which is too bad to see a common at this stage of the game. Apparently we're gonna have to take all. We're probably carrying some crap that can be dumped at this point to open up space. We don't need this much food. We'll drop that. I think we're gonna go ahead and... Yeah, you know, all right. All right, you know what? There we go. We'll put it on. There's not too much of a hurt me. Although now that I've said that, we know what's gonna happen. But we don't need 6 breads, so we're gonna lose one of those. And maybe there's an item we can toss out there? No. Okay, so we gotta start using these combat items up. We don't have any room at this point, which is not the way I like to sit. All right, what do we got here? We need some light for sure. We're at 65. So plus 30, but then we're gonna lose 6 resources. Oh, we're building up some like as well. 65, so that would bring it to 80. I'm just thinking these are both neutral. We should probably go this route. Oh, that's a great one. So is that. Yeah, we're gonna have to take those, unfortunately.
You can carry no more.
I know, Wayne. My goodness. All right, so we're gonna toss that. We're gonna toss... it hurts. We're gonna toss that. Okay. You know, I hate to belabor those tough calls because, you know, I don't want to lose anything when it comes down to it. I want all of it. But, you know, you just rip it off like a Band-Aid. All right, so this is the last encounter here. Just make sure we're properly equipped. Probably some changes I want to make here. Let's go with the restorative because we have 2 of them. And we might want to use that. I don't know. That actually looks fine to me. Let's go with it. Okay. Just glad we have the level of lighting that we do. right, wonderful. I am considering just tossing this out there. Let's do it. A little bit of fire for that scarecrow, right?
Well done.
Oh, nice. Solid opening, because that opens up room for a strike right over here. Everybody gets in on the fun. Now, am I a little disgusted that the candle octopus... I'm not going to say that the other way by combining them. But you can imagine what I'm thinking. They can kick you off of YouTube for that type of thing. You know what I mean? But candle octopus, you put that together. You know what I'm saying? We're not going there, but I guess we're going there. Boy, oh boy. I think we throw it at him. A little bit of debuff action, and then throw a little bit of bleed on there. Wonderful. With the shackles. Cannot move or be moved. All right. Let's knock that off. Let's hit this back row. Beauty. Oh, wow. Big hit. Okay, so a couple of them were hit with a vulnerable. We hate to see this with the stealth, because now we can't steal those tokens either. So we're gonna have to think about that. Don't want to lose sight of that. I think we're gonna go for this guy while he is open. The candle octopus, that is. So I guess we can target him indirectly there. That makes sense to me. Let's do that. This guy's going to be on death's door next time it comes to him. Okay. Well, first really big strike there with bleeding. I'm not too concerned. Yawning. Oh, all right. That's okay. That wasn't too terrible. Let's get rid of the bleeding. And hey, I thought he was immobilized. I think they canceled that. Let's see if we can cancel his plans. There we go. We'll see you next time, sir. And we're going to go ahead and use our grape shot.
A lesson taught is a lesson learned.
Okay. You know what? What do we want to do? Because we literally cannot attack that dude. Part of me wants to save this. So I guess we're just gonna swing at the air. All right. Still can't, but you know what? We could apply maybe some fire. Hey, there it is. Maybe that'll be enough. All right, can't do anything. If we just pass the turn, we're gonna take a stress hit. Which has just made me realize that we could take a stress hit with him if we needed to, and then get this to proc. That just never occurred to me until now. Huh. Something to think about, I suppose. We'll just do that floofsy-doo. Perfect.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these.
Okay, remember I was talking
well-worn
about that
relics.
item that let us add to the flame? There it is. This is a great one for us. That'll go to dismiss. We'll take all of those. Of course, we've got
The loathing
no room
of
to do that.
apes.
Put that on there. Boy, these guys are getting full up. Don't want that. I am going to put this here, because that is a better version of that. And, you know, now it gets hard, because you start to go, well, I'm out of, like, items that are all-out crap. But we can drag some combat items out, and now we're good. The only thing we would miss out on now is the in item, and sometimes those are really good. So I would rather avoid that if we can. I don't know if we can, though. Sometimes there will be pools of your resources where, you know, it makes sense to offload, like here. It was only 4 in that pile. Not a huge loss. So we're going to open up a spot for that free in item. Hopefully. As long as those didn't just take over it. Should we see? Let's check. Yeah, still at 25 out of 26, so we're good. I know, you're like, well, how about now? Are we good now? We're just rolling here. We're just rolling along. Hey, we got it. And that's gonna help block some disease. Do you want to keep it clean? You want a clean fight out there.
Rest tonight.
All right.
Under the mountains on
A Pillager Slayer ignores plus 100% resistance, plus 5% crit against pillagers. Can't get enough of the hard stuff. All right. Dismiss is out there with the bottle. Little too heavily. Winded. When HP is less than 50%, minus 1 speed. I don't. That's fine. Lightning Reflex is plus 2 speed. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Those are not the worst things to ever happen.
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
Let's use these in items. I'm going to give the really good one to Boudica. And we'll distribute these breads. Okay. Let's go with Disease Resist over here. Plus 4 to speed. So usually what I do is I take a look at everybody's speed and I go, you know, these two are slow. So I'll probably give the speed to our Plague Doctor. Let's take a look at the relationships real quick. Okay, we got some neutral friendly happening. We got any hate? No more hate! Hey, that's really great. Okay. So Boudica needs to get a little bit more friendly with Dismiss and our Plague Doctor. I'm not going to attempt the pronunciation of that name. So Boudica, Plague Doctor. Okay. Boudica, Dismiss. Wonderful. Stress is not something that we have to worry about. I don't want the loss of a turn, but I especially don't want the loss of a turn for Dismiss. Plus 2% crit until next in. Those two. Ooh, that hit the relationship too. Oh man, that one didn't go over too well. I think we got screwed. Okay. Boy, that didn't pan out too well on that one. Do we even dare try this? I think we do. It's supposed to be effective. Let's do it. Let's gamble. Okay, come on. I actually didn't know that it was going to hit their stress bar. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, overall, the relationships are a lot better. So I think we're going to see some good stuff happening when we continue on our journey here. All right. So let's just double check the provisioner. Anything else we want here? No. No. And, well, if target is bleeding, plus 15% crit. Apply to attacker when hit. Apply on crit if bone saw is equipped. We don't have a bone saw. Gang on crit. Oh, gosh. 5% chance of disease. Woo. That is really good, though. I want to give that to Dismas. Oh, boy. Did we do it? I think we do it. Let's do it. All right. So that is going to Dismas before we forget here. And if he gets a disease, we deal with it. You know, that's what you do. Let's put this onto her. That'll be good. All right. Let's go to our mastery.
Listen, practice, improve.
Okay. Go slice off. And we'll go with this. You know, a lot of the skills that I want to be upgraded are already upgraded. Of course, it helps that we're doubling the mastery points. You know, I suppose we'll buff this just in case we decide to use that at some point towards the end. That one can be good. And I think here we will go with this one. Okay. This skill is what removes that winded token that comes up sometimes.
Your coach must be.
All right, coach is looking good.
You where you must go.
And let's pick our final route here. Okay, so I think this is going to give us the best chance at winning in the lair. Because I happen to know that the boss is the librarian. Now, I know he destroyed us at one time, but I think we'd have a good chance against him. So
Our great cities burn.
let's go that
All
route.
that beauty and knowledge.
And we're ready to rock. And that's what I intend to do. We're gonna rock this. All right, these should be good things. What we hope to see here is positive bonuses tied to skills that we actually use.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Okay, so again, that we actually use. This is the problem. But I'd rather have good relationships than bad, you know, because you saw what can happen with bad. I might use that on occasion. It's not going to be a frequent one. What do we got? Okay, all right. It's not bad, so we take a point of stress away. Probably won't use this, given the typical positioning. All right. Hey, better good than bad. You know, it's just random, and sometimes those number generators come up massively in your
The
favor.
great cities of
Sometimes they don't. So we're getting a nice reminder here.
flame.
Final region, if you don't obtain a trophy from a lair, you're going to stop. If you manage to make it to the end of this region, you're going to be stopped. Now, usually they point out the lair. Let's see if they have for us. Okay, so there's the lair right there. We're going to angle towards it. We're going to see if we can get a win. And then that way, maybe we can take a trip to the darkest dungeon. Now, I am going to say let's go off to the right here before we try to head to the hoarder.
You must give hope.
I don't know that we have a ton of cash for the hoarder if we saw something that we'd want. Let's just see what that looks like. Whoop. Now let's do this first. All right, so 15 to the flame. That would be nice. The relationship status may not matter depending on what goes on with this region. So we'll go this route.
In crisis, no gain is insignificant.
Okay. Just want to see how much we have on hand. Okay, so 22.
An elementary problem, is it not?
We are not going left. No siree. Enough weirdness for a run. Any avoidable weirdness will be avoided this time. The heart can only take so much. All right. So what do we got on offer here? I mean, I've zapped all of my baubles that are used for buying trinkets. You know, this would have been really great at the inn. I'm not really seeing anything that I can't live without, you know. I'm gonna buy one of these. This could be really helpful with one of the boss situations that I'm thinking about. In fact, we're gonna buy 2 of those. Oh, here you go. So here's the loathing situation, plus 25% flame drain. Which is bad. So we want to try and knock the loathing
Their horrid kin.
down, and you can do that through the combat encounters. Not these, unfortunately, but the 2 sword areas. That's the icon on the map that you'd be looking for. All right, so we're going to go ahead and toss a glimmer out there, get that flame back up when we have the opportunity to do it. It's so great that there's no punishment for using any of these skills now. Okay, this guy's gonna get bleed because he hit dismiss, and we got a positive icon. Great to see that proc. We're gonna go ahead and
A little help.
give some life back there.
timed.
All right, and then I think we'll go ahead and remove that. And then we're gonna attack this back row. Just monitoring the amount of bleed that's stacking up, because it can very quickly in this area of the game. A lot of enemies that can cause bleed and fire as well. Let's go ahead and move back. Or not. So we didn't move. Now she's got a buff for being in the sprawl that just procced. That's great to see. Stress management looks like it's going really well. Okay. Oh, I was hoping for a kill shot there. Oh, you like when that happens. Okay. Let's try to move back. Great. You know what I might do? Trying to decide if I want to change their position starting out so that we could attach the knife attack. I'm going to look at that real quick. What does that do for us? Oh, okay, so Sarmeni would have stress taken. I get that might not be worth it. This also ignores the Death's Door resistance, so it's really good in a final attack situation. So we will pursue the lair.
It is ours now.
And we'll give that a try. I think we're situated pretty well overall. All of our skills are upgraded because of the mastery points. All right, what's our... Okay, the light's situated pretty good, so... I... say we do this.
Scavenge
What
what
we
you
get?
can.
Couple in items.
Off
All right.
once more.
Now, if you're at a point where you're saying, hey, I have no business whatsoever pursuing the lair. I've got no chance. If that's the case, and you are in the final region, and you're picking up in items,
Perhaps you are finding
and
your
you're like,
courage
oh my
at
god,
last.
my wagon, it's encumbered. You know, I've got no slots. Dump them. I know it feels bad. Dump all the in items. You don't need them. Because your journey's going to end if you make it that far. Okay, so this is at least going to help us knock down the loathing meter. Alright, so no bonuses going into the battle. Bummer. Wow. Well, that is a nasty situation to be shuffled. Can really be devastating. So, we are going to look for the best way to move folks back to where they're supposed to be. Which, that is not going to help. But it's one of the steps that we need to complete. And I suppose he's got an upfront attack, so it's not the worst thing that's ever happened to have him up here. And we want to move forward. So We will do that.
Mistimed. Misdirected.
Then at least we get this dodge chance. Oh boy. They're not having it, and now our plague doctor is stuck up there. So, she's got to come up. We're just going through the steps here. But this is going to be a rough encounter, I can already tell. See if we move him back, that hurts the plague doctor. Really, I guess the plague doctor is stuck. So I wonder what, oh, we can, oh, now wait a second. Now this is an advantage here because of this thing. And then we can begin to move Sarmenti up. It's gonna take a while, but it is what it is. And if we can nail some good shots along the way, you know, maybe we can start to bring the battle back our way. But this line of turns is not going to help. Okay. Oh, we really need something to go right here. I think we've got to use this on somebody. 9, 14. Let's do that. Now let's go with it. Oh.
Strangulation, perhaps.
Well, so if we go forward, that'll move him back, at least. Oh, goodness. Let's do that. Get some blight out there. That's pretty high as it is. I think we should steal some of this stuff. Okay. Well, I'm glad Sarmenti can use the harvest maneuver. This guy's fishing to explode, I believe. That's going to be his next step. So we need to get rid of him before he can do that. It's a big blow. All right, that's great. I think at this point we need to just stick with this positioning and ride it out.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Wow. This guy's really been a nuisance for us this whole battle. I guess we're not weak enough to use this and get the HP healing advantage out of it, so this is our best bet. 75% chance of dodging. I mean, what can you do? Wow. Well, maybe we'll get lucky. Oh. Oh, we got bang the hell up in this one. No moves. So if we do this, we'll heal 20%, but we'll take 2 stress. I think it's worth doing that. Okay. Well, I'm glad to see that. Go ahead and move at this point. Wow.
The past is gone.
We really got roughed up there.
Let it die.
Not in a way I like to get roughed up. We'll take that stuff. And we've got to distribute some
Loathing whispers.
items as well here. Now let's see what we got. We're definitely in need of that. Let's start doing some shuffle for them as well. See how good that goes. Might want to use those. What are we looking like here? I was gonna say, don't tell me the lair is next. So at least we can heal up a little bit on our way to the lair, chances are. That was not worth knocking the loathing bar down. I would have rather had the flame drain. Holy moly. But again, you know, it's random. You don't know that you're going to go into a battle and get completely shuffled around and have, you know, half your characters basically not able to do anything and participate.
Have you?
What do we got here? Flame of 81. Let's go with this. Okay. Those are good. I like the band-aids. Now, are we on our way to the lair officially? We are. Well, I officially ran out of coffee, folks. What to do? Now, these runs in this game, they can go on for a minute, but they're enjoyable.
The library
Oh,
burns,
boy.
and with it, the remains of philosophy.
Oh, man. Well,
Insight.
okay. Let's just go ahead and use this real quick.
A brilliant conclusion.
You know what I think we'll do, if we can? We'll use the Jester's ability to move her forward, if that's available. I don't know if it's going to be or not.
Stupendous.
Okay, it's not, based on our position. So we will move back. We can't reach this guy. Well, I was gonna hold on to this. All right. Can we reach him now? We can. All right. So we're gonna skip his turn, maybe. Perfect. Okay, and then that's gonna take us right to Boudica, and Boudica can't do anything. Boudica can move up, I suppose. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. And I'm leaning towards this back attack here. Just add to the blight stacking. Yeah.
The enemy weakens and
That's going to be
wins.
8 for 7 turns. Wowie. All right, let's do this. And we'll go ahead and move her up back into a position where she can actually do something. Kind of a bad spot for him as well. Let's move her up and give her... Well, wow. That worked out. So we'll go back row. It's kind of a weak shot for Dismas. I'm just thinking about not going into the next fight banged up, but nobody's banged up enough to qualify for healthcare right now.
A slow dissection,
Counting on this guy to die
unavoidable end.
to the blight. And then let's move him forward. There we go. Yeah, well, that worked out at least. 36.
A trifling matter.
All right, we're gonna advance. And we're gonna shuffle these guys too. Try and catch them off guard that way. Let's do this. Okay, do we want to shuffle them? I don't know if I want that guy up front. I would almost rather just go with this. Let's do that.
Malaise, measured and steady.
That's okay. We still have most of her capabilities that are meaningful. Wow. It's a great hit. Leaning this way. Good. A lot of bleed being handed out in this area.
Another impediment.
But as long as there's some death blows too, you know, I'm good with it. Okay. Well, we are at the very important point of decision. This could either go really well or really not well, really unwell. But I think we've had a pretty good performance so far, so we're going to risk it for the biscuit. There's some good stuff sitting in here for us if we can make this happen. Apply on crit. Fire damage. Wow. And some additional protection of the flame. I mean, I could... There's a good business case sitting here. So, let's do it. If it all goes to hell, it's been fun. Got to have a coffee together. We got to get in the wagon together.
The conflagration must be stopped.
And my hope is that you learned some things that were valuable today. So, you know, I think it would be smart to open with this because all of those icons that Dismas is going to get are very good. And Boudica can hit the back. We want to focus everything on the librarian. That dirty looking SOB in the back there. Look at him. Look at him. He's all dirty. He hates books. He's lighting them on fire. I'd love to murder him right now. So we're going to do this as an opener. Boudica will do a little bit more damage when she goes to do her Iron Swan.
A slow dissection.
And we're just going to try to apply all the blight and bleed and nonsense that we can. That's what we're going to try to do. That's the goal. I would also like to shuffle him. Well, do I want to shuffle him? I guess I don't right now, if I'm being totally honest. Yeah, I guess I don't. Wouldn't mind that, though. Let's do that. Oh, well, that's a stinker right there. I mean, that really goofed up our plans a little bit. Okay. That's all right. This Dismas is going to be serving it up here.
Excellent work.
Yeah. That was a beauty. Okay, we'll go with that back row.
Lethality writ large.
And you know what? We're gonna shuffle things up if we can. Oh, all right. Well, one stack of books for the other. But you know what we will do? We're gonna move him up and apply some additional awesomeness to the next attack. Okay, well, that rained on the parade a little bit. Chances are she's gonna miss here, but you know what? We're gonna go for it. Okay. She will have her day in court. Believe me, we will get our revenge. Okay, we're gonna go back row again. This is going really well so far. 50% chance. Hey. Okay. Love seeing blight of 8 for 7 turns. Now, 100% crit and next attack deals 50% damage. Let's do the math. Oof. Love it. Don't worry, that wasn't us. He's blowing up books in order to do the Burning Bright attack. Now, this is where it gets a little bit complicated because Boudica cannot reach him because he's moved into the 3rd spot here. So, what to do? Well, you know, That's not a good option because we're going to end up with the winded. This is not great because we want to actually keep those stacks around, and we can't do that. I don't want to take stress damage. So we're just going to attack the stack of books with the extra health. Good news is, though, Sarmeni can still reach. See? Now there's a chance that he could dodge this. We'll let him have that. That's fine. Just remember, every time it goes to his turn, he takes that damage over time that we've applied. So go ahead, take all the turns. What you get for burning all the books? All right, maybe we can finish him off right now. He's gonna sit on death's door for a bit. I'm betting. All right, he's gonna burn bright. Or I guess we're gonna burn bright. But at least he's on death's door, and that's giving him this weakness. There it is, folks. Wow. That is wonderful.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
That's a hell of an earning there. Really is. If speed is greater than or equal to 8, a 50% chance of 100% crit icon appearing. Wow. And there's our trophy.
The loathing abates.
It sure does. Okay. Let's distribute some of this stuff. I don't really care about healing received. It doesn't interest me. I'm just looking to see if there's anything obvious that we can toss out here. Let's first pass out some supplies. All right, everybody's full up on supplies at this point. And we got to look at speed here. Is anybody greater than or equal to 8? Okay. All right. So we got to give this to him. If first in turn order, an on kill extra action, if on fire, +6 speed. Just trying to decide what makes the most amount of sense. Apply to attacker when hit. Well, we will give this to Boudica, I think. Yeah. We'll give that to Boudica. And this I'm gonna dump. I don't want that. If first in turn order. Well, it makes sense for Dismas to have this, I think. Yeah. It does. Which is slightly unfortunate because this should really be sitting with our Plague Doctor, but the Plague Doctor doesn't have the speed currently to, receive the rest of that buff. And, that bottom buff is really the one that is going to rock. So, when stress damage, they had 1 positive token. I don't know. Who does that go to? Sarmeni? If you said Sarmenti, you were correct. All right, so we're dumping that. We're dumping this. We're done with that. And I I think we're sitting pretty damn good here overall. Let's stay on our way. That was a great encounter. We've got a ways to go in this region. I told you this was going to be a long one. Maybe you want to pause the video again here. Grab another cup because, you know, I think we might be going to the Dark Tower Zone. If it's up to me, that's where we're headed. All right, how's our flame doing? Really good. Oh, look at this. Wow. All right. Well, let's go for the back.
Bravo!
21. Half his bar basically gone. Might as well dump it on, right? Nice dodge there. Sure that guy's not happy about it. I might just go ahead and steal these two things. You know what? Let's remove a stress. Wonderful. All right. I say we just try to take this guy out right here, right now. Wonderful. You gotta love the smack talk, too. I never miss. Well, I happen to know that right there is a lie. But that's okay. We're gonna let him have it. He's having a good time out there. That means we're having a good time out there. Everybody's having a good time. Let him talk some smack. It's fine. It's fine.
Steady yourself.
Alrighty. Let's knock out a stress here.
Simple kindness.
And I suppose let's do this. Nice. 50% damage. Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay, this might do this guy in, actually.
Lethality writ large.
32. Wow. We're just going to go ahead and heal. It's kind of like a bonus turn because, you know, Boudica's got this. Spoke too soon, maybe.
The
all right.
application
Okay.
of violence yields
Okay.
morbid gains.
All right. All right, anything we need to distribute here? Let's just take a look at everybody again. Get a quick little peep here. You know, I think we're looking fine. All right. Alright, so Watchtower's gonna show us the rest of the map at this point. Did see we've got a doctor's office up ahead, 2 of them, in fact, and we have a stack of coins at this point. But do we have... Alright, winded, yeah, we could dump that. We could dump the tippler. We could dump the slow-handed. Nothing too crazy happening there that's really holding us back, but I mean, you know, a negative trait is a negative trait. I definitely don't want to go there, so yeah, I guess we can head towards the hoarder and see what we can see. Who knows, maybe maybe the hoarder's got something nice for us. And in the meantime, these guys are getting some health back through the traveling heal. So not bad all around. What do we have here? On entering death's door. Wow, I mean, that's not bad. Hellion if bleeding, plus 25% damage. Eh. I'm not saying it's bad, but, you know, at this point in the game, it's not super exciting to me. This is exciting. This is also a good pickup. And, you know, I guess just in case, right? Because you don't know for sure. You don't know what's going to happen. Just in case we make it, you know, I'll pick up an in item. You just never know. You got to prepare for the opportunity that it could happen. I know, they're all going to be mad. We wanted to go towards the fight. Well, you know, you've got a little bit of a fight ahead of you because we're coming up on the last region here before the dungeon, the darkest dungeon. So, you know, we'll get there. Get there. Okay, how's our flame doing? Let's use a glimmer. And let's rock. We'll go back row.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
All right, she's got the bleeding, but, you know, it's not dire straits. I do hate this dog. I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky. Well. Oh, I don't hate that move.
The slow suffering begins.
All right, so we got a little bit of the burning going on. We'll use the last laudanum. Perfect.
Bafflement.
Ooh, so she gets knocked back and loses her turn there. Not the greatest thing for us, but trying to decide here. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go for it. That's okay. Oh, we got the extra, didn't we? Is that what happened there? On kill, extra action 20% of the time. That is beautiful. Wow. Okay. You know what? Let's see if we can make that happen again. We get it to proc again, maybe? Maybe? Oh, oh, wow. How about again? All right. Well, you know, that would have been nasty if it happened again. I'd rather not see her lose more health. So let's do that. And I guess we're fading to black here.
Steady yourself.
All right, let's blow this dude away. I meant what I said.
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
We are the flame. All right, almost
She understands the futility of her work
to the doc's
and undertakes
office.
it nonetheless.
So let's knock out this and this
We need not be defined
and
by
this.
our shortcomings.
And now we are clean. Totally clean. So we've got, you know, a handful more encounters to go until we get to the final big encounter for this region. Love coming in with some buffs. Right, frenzied enemies. There's only 2 of them. Flames at 92. Yeah, we'll go back row.
Bravo!
That was great.
A promising development.
Maybe we can apply a weakness here. Oh, perfect. See, again, when these guys get the double turn situation, you know, it stinks for us, but at the same time, every time it's their turn, they're getting hit by the DOT. So it's like, hey, fine, if that's the way you want it to go, all right. 32. Love to see it. Really do. You know, kind of a free turn there because Boudica should be able to close this out. There it is.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest of threats.
Okay. I'm gonna grab this, and this. Alright, we're gonna have to take it all. When your wagon gets full, they don't let you cherry pick the ones that you want. So I was gonna say, I do not want that. You know, I don't want that either. Because we're not gonna have room for it anyways. Okay. We're just gonna run with that, and we're gonna go up this route to the assistance encounter. This road should not have encounters on it. I believe when they're gold like this, they don't have the midway encounters. When they're broken and blue, I believe there's more of a chance for that encounter. I haven't looked it up to be sure, but that's been my experience in my time playing the game. All right, we've got a flame of 86, so we really only need this. Okay, that's good. I see, I definitely want these 2 things. So we're gonna take them all. And then maybe we can distribute some items. Okay. We only have 1 of these left, and our flame is full. So I'm gonna change this out with this. And I'm gonna get rid of that. And then I'm gonna dump this. And then we're good. For now. All right, do we go back row? I think so. I'm glad to see there's only 3 of them. Oh, we'll just go ahead and get rid of that right away. Wow. Crits are flowing. right.
A righteous action.
Oh, you know what? I think we do that. And we try to take this guy. Oh, well. Well. Fantastic.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
We're running with a pretty powerful crew now. Wow, so the resources themselves put us over the weight limit. Incredible. I'm gonna dump a bread, and then, you know, if we make it, we'll deal with that when we get to the end. You know, it is what it is. I worry about today's challenges. Worry about tomorrow's when tomorrow comes, if it does. I almost want to just leave, but I guess we go this route. I'm just gonna leave these. Now look, could I have taken them all, opened my inventory, and evaluated each one that I have? Yeah, I could have. What I am gonna do before we go to this final, I'm just gonna take a quick look here, make sure I've got all the things I want, and I don't. So, I definitely want to apply this to the dude that we're gonna be up against. I know it's gonna be good. This is gonna be good. And I want to bring... Boy. I want to bring this in too. I think. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. It's been a pleasure riding with you. And again, I hope that by watching this, hey, you pick up on one or two things about this game. Now that not only buffs her capability to avoid bleed, but if she gets hit with bleed, we're also going to see a stress dissipate. So,
A master stroke.
lots of wins there, and just a hell of a start to this battle. We're gonna hit both of them whenever we can. We're gonna apply some resistance of the same kind. So now she's got extra resistance from both a blight and a bleed standpoint. All right. We're gonna apply this. Oh, he resisted it. What a jerk. All right, you know what? We're gonna hit the back row then. While it's open. And we'll go ahead and apply the crow's feet, because of course we will. And then we'll go ahead and sack this dude with some bleed. And maybe a weakness too.
Conclusion.
Oh, beautiful. It says it was added, but then it disappeared. I don't know what happened there.
This is no time to falter.
Okay. Yeah, let's keep jamming on.
The fiend's
the
strength
blight and the
will
bleed when we have an opportunity to do that. We'll put some clotting powders on. Yeah, our jester. Okay. 15's good. I like a 15. Go ahead with the crow's feet again. And then let's see if we can add some blindness here. Wow. Beautiful. We might be able to blow one of his turns as well. If we can get an opportunity. You know, do we need this? I wonder. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, we got it. We brought it in here for a reason. That was a good use of that combo. So he gets the damage right there, and then it goes to his turn again. I think he's going to get the damage again. Yeah, see? It's beautiful. So he's on death's door. He picked up a couple of weeks. We need to do something about our jester's health right away before we lose him. Maybe we'll just win the battle. That would work. There we go. Wow.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest of threats.
Wow, wow, wow.
The past is gone. Let it die.
Look at this. 100% hero shrines location scouting. Don't care. Plus 25% healing received. Don't care. Don't need it. A little bit late in the game to pick something like this up. You know, I'm leaving all this stuff. I'm good with what we have. And boy, we're taking a trip to the Dark Tower. The Dark Tower. Listen to me. I got Stephen King on the mind. The darkest dungeon. Let's try that again. I don't know. I think tower is on the mind because the mountains, you know, it just them being tall. I don't know. I have no explanation. I'm running on fumes. This run has this has really gone on in a great way, and we have reached. See, I blew it. The inventory was full. That's okay. That's all right. I think I'm in shock that we've made it at this point, because I've only made it one other time this far.
rest now for a time.
Boy, we have had just a heck of a run so far here. And I don't know what's going to happen in the next phase, but I am super excited to be able to show off the next phase of the game. It's not every time that
The next stop is
you make it all the
leagues
way
away.
here.
Plan accordingly.
We're going to throw that on there, and we're also going to throw this on.
An accomplishment worth remembering.
And boy, every time we get a crit now, there's going to be a pretty nifty payoff. Because we're going to be lighting dudes on fire. Pretty great, isn't it? This would be pretty great as well if we can find a way to get that on. Okay, so first things first, let's distribute these. Let's go ahead and put additional crit chance on these two. And let's go ahead and put that on these two. And then let's go ahead and do some of these deals. Now I think we are going to get bonused per usual. We're gonna put some resistance over here. Speed. Okay. Well, I found a spot for that indelible trinket, so we will buy that. Is anybody... Yeah, okay, so it's critical that he is a certain speed, but we've already hit the mark there. So as far as the speed thing goes, we'll probably give it to Sarmenti. And this will probably go to Sarmenti as well. We'll go ahead and give that to her. And that to Sarmenti. Let's go back to the provisioner and take a look at in items.
Of a time before the end.
Oh boy. I mean, I wouldn't mind just getting 2 of these too and distributing them and going without the food. I think that's what we'll do. Okay. So let's go back to the in items, and does she already have... No, okay. So we'll go ahead over here. Oh, blocked by squeamish. Okay, well, then Sarmenti will get it. And we'll go ahead and throw that over there. Now, the Plague Doctor has a lot of natural higher resistance built up already, so I'm not as concerned about that. Let's go ahead and buy this trinket, and we will switch that out with the one that Boudica currently has. Let's close this menu here, open her up, and we will toss that over there. And now her speed is not hurt anymore. We can dump this because we're done with it. And you know what? I think that's gonna be that. There's just not much else we can do. I would have liked to get a better trinket over here. Maybe we'll find something on our path to the darkest dungeon, perhaps. Okay, whoop.
One learns.
Okay, so we've got 8 points. We're just gonna distribute these quickly here on all the skills that we're utilizing, and maybe even some that we're not. This is that doubler really doubling down on us. I suppose you never know. This, I should actually turn this on. So, that one's already upgraded. Okay, so we'll just pop these points in random skills. All right. Are you ready to see the darkest dungeon?
The inevitable end of your journey awaits you.
My goodness.
Once again.
All right, we've exhausted the in items. Everything's set. We've got a couple of combat items. Let's do it.
No further shelter awaits. This is the very summit of cruelty.
The very summit of cruelty. Are you ready? Well, I'm excited to see if we've got any bangers in here. Really hoping for some bangers. Okay. Well, that's not bad. I mean, we do use this, and then 100% crit. Well, 15% chance for it to show up, so that's great.
Tried and tested.
What do we got here?
A bond to be counted on.
This is something that we utilize occasionally, especially now that we want the additional crits to proc. Okay. Sarmenti's going to lose a stress when we use this, which, you know, we use this frequently. That's a good one. Okay. So, you know, these are misses for us, but I'm happy about this because we use it frequently. This is good, and this is good as well. I could see us using these, so that's great. Look at that mountain. Boy, oh boy. I do not guarantee success here. This is my second time reaching the mountain.
At last, the great ziggurat. Temple of failure and regret.
The last time did not result in an overall win. Hey, we'll do our best, right? Okay. Any bonuses? No bonuses. All right. That's okay. Bonuses are going to be hard to come by in this final area. Okay, what kind of buff? Range skills, minus 50% damage taken for the entire battle. Well, is that all? What do you do here? I guess we'll go swinging his way. All right, looks like some of us started off on fire. We knew that was a possibility with the perk. I wonder if we do this. Let's kick things off. See how it goes. Okay, nice little bonus there. Not sure what happened. Maybe that took away some stress. Okay. Well, this guy's up next. So maybe what we do is try to blind him. There we go. It's not bad. Perfect. All right, let's hit this back row and let's go with some fire resistance as well. Well, maybe it's a little bit late for that. Let's just hit the back row. There's a crit. We got some fire happening from the crit. That's beautiful. Wow. Okay. Well, let's go with this combo that we've got. Oh, there we go. There's 100% crit. So let's hope that this goes through. All right, that's okay. Gave it to him. I think we'll go this route. And I'm leaning this way. Well, you know what? Let's see if we can get rid of these guys. I know, I keep going back and forth what I want to do. So much for that anti-bleed, huh?
Anxiety foments insidious fears.
Okay, well, we got all the buffs. Let's go ahead with that. And I wanted to go Iron Swan, but that's not going to work out. So let's try to take care of him. There we go.
The unrelenting application of violence yields morbid gain.
Okay, we've got a guaranteed crit. So, can't get him because he's in stealth. All right. Ooh, man. All right. Well, let's do this. Get him out of death's door at least. For now. I like seeing that. Let's go ahead and do one of these.
A brilliant conclusion.
Wow. Love seeing those. Applied more burn as well. And we're going to go ahead and do a heal. I'll tell you what, we've got more battles to go here. Let's... Just trying to think here. 4 to 8, 6 to 9. Yeah, let's do that.
Excellent.
There it is. Okay, why don't we forward march here for the death blow. Now, some of these folks have
The past is
maxed
gone.
out their relationships, which is great. I think that plays a part when they boil over from a stress standpoint. You know, they either have a mental breakdown or they get this resolute status that applies more buffs. And I think relationships across the group have an impact on that. Hey, here's a bonus. All right, let's do that. I was gonna say the flame is sitting pretty well too. Fan of that. Okay, let's start with this. Oh, nice. Wow. Great way to kick things off. I wonder if we could just take this guy out right now. Beautiful.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
So at least we got rid of that nuisance very quickly. Okay. I think I want to apply these.
Collaboration confers advantage.
And I think we need to do some healing right quick here. Yeah, let's do that. And we've got to move Boudica up by moving Sarmenti back, which is fine. That's not a bad way to go. Wow. I'm liking that burn on crits. That's wonderful. Let's go ahead with this. And then it's possible that we could make him lose a turn at some point with the Dismiss combo. Let's go ahead with this.
The work continues.
Wow. Yeah, the health really doesn't last long, does it? It's easy come, easy go, for sure.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
All right. Well, he's just too far up at this point. I think this is worth doing. And then we can use Sarmenti to move Boudica up. That's one way to go. Although, when we clear this corpse, that's gonna move this guy up as well. So I guess that doesn't matter anymore. From a
Now,
positioning standpoint.
test of all.
Okay. Let's try to get back to business here.
Malaise, measured and steady.
You know, I could have healed. Maybe I should have. But I thought let's start applying some damage. There we go.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Alright, I'm gonna go with this one this time, see if we can get some weakness on there right before Boudica's attack, because she's got a guaranteed crit coming. Alright, no weakness. Guess he denied that. I'm wondering if we go with this. It's gonna be a big hit. Let's do it. 39, wow. We're not messing around out there. Okay, now we're gonna heal.
Self-reliance is a rare and wonderful thing.
And of course, he's not going down by himself.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Alright. Our jester's on death's door here. This should take him down. There we go.
The unrelenting application of violence yields morbid gains.
Morbid gains. I tell you what about those morbid gains. I like them.
The loathing festers.
All right, so you know, we got some stress buildup happening. It's not great. It's not great. Some 5s and 6s, 1 4. You hope for a resolute. You hope for some healing here. Speaking of, yeah, we really don't have much. All right, well, use that next time. Okay, well, we'll keep moving and we'll let that travel heal work its magic.
The Nightmare Gate is revealed.
Oh, the Nightmare Gate.
Only infernal nihility and non-existence.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
A slow suffering begins.
Okay.
The mind must be freed of its self-imposed
Denial.
incarceration.
So if you think back to where we started a few hours ago, wow, what a run. Thanks for being here. This act is called Denial, and this final boss of Act 1 is going to deny our capabilities along the way. So currently, we cannot use stress heal skills or items. Hey, we're going to do the best we can. We're going to distribute some of this stuff because we're going to be at death's door very soon here. Who do we think is going to get there first? Well, we'll give it to Boudica.
Cooperation is the key.
And we're going to distribute some bleed along the way. Now, one of these has a low tolerance to bleed. This one does. As well as low tolerance to blight. Both of these do. This one also has a low tolerance to blight. So, you know what? We're going to distribute some damage over time. And we're going to give it the old college try here. And see what we can do. I am tempted to go this way. I really am. We have this now, but this is also going to give a dodge of 75% to Sarmenti. Let's do that. So we've got 200% crit opportunities going for us now. Let's apply the Warhorn. Okay. And let's just start going to town, shall we? 85 out of 90. All right. I like a shot at 20. I do. You know what? Let's put these ablative powders out there as well. I'm thinking we put it on Boudica. And we go back row, because I'm thinking back row. Actually, you know, I take that back. I want to funnel it all on one guy. This has blight protection of 0, so made my decision for me.
Strength dwindles.
Overwhelming anguish. We got to keep Dismas alive so that he can get those crit shots off. Oh boy. Well. Oh boy. Can we get a resolute? Oh. Oh. Everybody feels it. Let the hate fill you. Oh. All right. All right. Okay, can we get a resolute? No. No. Okay, well. More denials. What are we oh, okay. Well, that's okay. No melee skills. Well, that's interesting. I'm gonna put this on Dismas. No melee skills. Oh, buddy. Well, let's do that then. It's kind of a burn the turn, you know? Man. 4 to 6 and a guaranteed crit. Or 4 to 8. Alright. Decision made.
Bravo!
We're spreading the love around. Death's Door. Okay, well, why don't we do this and get some health back? That sounds okay, right? And we're gonna remove the nastiness. Let's do that.
Self-reliance is a rare and wonderful thing.
Well said. Oh boy. Good thing we added those buffs. Now the turn order up here, it's tough, you know.
A slow dissection.
Okay, well.
An unavoidable end.
Oh boy.
Let us hope they find peace.
Hey, resolute, maybe? No. Okay, well, I've never steered you all wrong. I've only told you that it's a difficult game. Let's go ahead here. Nice crit, some burns, some blight.
Steady.
You know, maybe we take down one of these and it changes the whole battle, right? No guns. That's not gonna be good for old Dismas. Okay. Well, we can give somebody some life or a chance. Why not Dismas?
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
It's a start. Why don't we deny something else? Could we give guns back? Hey, there we go. All right, guns are back right in time for dismiss. Denial of fortitude. What does that mean? Okay, so we can't do any healing. All right. I think it'll be okay. A guaranteed crit, and maybe we can get a loss of turn out of this as well. But 50% chance. All right, let's go for it. Well, it happens, you know. I think this is our best way to go. Yeah, let's do that. So the nice thing when you have a corpse out there is that it directs some of their shots that way.
Not all who seek redemption will find it.
Okay, well, that's what we got. That's what we got.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
What do we got here? Cannot use heal. Okay, that's all right.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Yeah.
Nothing can survive such a wholesale, organic failure.
Oh, Wayne. Just rubbing it in. You know what, though? It really was an enjoyable run. It was a run that went pretty well overall. You know, the only thing that I might have changed going into this battle was I would have, and maybe I just forgot to do it, honestly. I would have changed the skills for the Plague Doctor to include usage of the skill that
The final chord
applies
is struck.
all of the status, all of the damage over time in one dose. That might have paid off here. In fact, it might have changed part of that battle.
Milestone makes the next road just a little easier.
You know, 43 candles of light is really nothing to snooze at. And when you consider what I have left from a meta progression standpoint, those candles are going to go pretty far in completing the upgrade routes that I have with the characters that are left. Might also be able to apply some remembrances in the next run, and I can show those off when we do the next full run as to how those operate and how I might spread around the love here with the 43 candles. So, hey, if you made it through the whole video, you're a champion. Really appreciate the support and your willingness to hang out. Maybe you had 2 or 3 coffees or teas throughout the whole thing. Maybe you had this turned on and you fell asleep and woke up to the end of the video. That is a thing that I recognize could happen with a video of this length. But if you enjoyed it, let me know. I'm happy to do more of these. I'm happy to try and make this game a little bit more accessible and tolerable. It can be painful, you know, getting all the way to the end and then getting stomped like that. It's, you know, it's not the greatest thing, but I legit had a good time. I love this game, so I'm always happy to play more if people are interested. But again, I appreciate the support. Happy to do more if people want to see more. Anyway, you have a good rest of your morning or afternoon or evening, whatever time it happens to be. If you've just woken up, good morning. And I'll tell you what, we'll see you next time out on the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we will play a roguelike or a roguelite, because that's what we do every time. And you know what? We'll give away a video game every week too. How about that? All right, you take care. We'll see you again soon.